how we've been navigating. We don't talk about this enough. Our relationships, the marriages, there seems to be an onslaught and attack against the church as it relates to marriage and family. You talked about the lack of the presence of a father, which leads to these ways that we attempt to replace the father in our lives. Is that showing up with this epidemic that we see with these sisters? They say they want to be married, can't find a man, but then also at the same time, they kind of, because of, we talked about it in our podcast, because of the absence of men, they step up and take on roles that God didn't call them to take up. So how are you seeing this absence, this void, make itself present in what we see as the church and this epidemic when it comes to family?
Well, let's go back to the idols. So the Freemasonry, these things that we're talking about, the people that formulate the Freemason doctrine, the OTO, the different things, Aleister Crowley, they call the family enemy number one. Why is the family enemy number one? Well, if you bind the strong man, if you take the woman out of the home, then we have their children. And so while they were doing all that and pastors are getting into these organizations and different things, they don't realize that the seed of that is implanted in their congregations. So when you pledge and you accept these false God organizations and different things, it begins to affect your children or the children of your ministry. And it's just a trickle-down effect because you chose popularity, you chose fame over truly, being devoted to God. And so you can't keep those spirits away from the marriages in your congregation. You can't keep those spirits away from the people that are following you. So we're not just talking about making a mistake and being, you real nice. To go through all of that, with the line and all of that, man, you nice, you sweet. And you know what I mean by that. You just, because I'm not doing that.
Wow.
We ain't going line by nothing. You got to denounce this because your people are in danger.
Wow.
You have endangered your whole house. Like you've made it an open door for the devil to come in and infect every relationship in there. So what do we see now? Churches are built on the backs of single women. I hear pastors talking. Some of them have told me, brother, I'm not preaching no creation role. You talking about creation roles? Women's husbands married? I'm not preaching that because these single women got the money. They have the stable job. They're building their churches on the backs of these women, just like society is built on the backs of single women. They don't want you at home. They don't want you married because women make the best workers. But in the end, that's dangerous. And like I was saying in the podcast this morning, like women can do absolutely anything, but should they?
Wow.
Is it good for her? Is it good for her body? Is it good for her mind?
Wow.
Is she built for that?
Come on.
But churches are being built on them. They don't want you at home because at home you can watch your children. At home you can,